What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag, Miss Boosh Bag to you. In the corner. I see you. Today's video is episode 4 of Little Women, Atlanta, ATL, all of that, whatever. Okay, so I just want to say that episode 3 is up and hardly anybody watched it. So I don't know if y'all don't really care for that episode or I posted 2 videos on the same day. So the second one got all the views because I think that's the one that probably people got an alert for and maybe did not get the alert for the episode 3 for the Atlanta Little Ladies, right? Okay, so episode 4 starts off with Minnie and Monie, and they're out shopping. They're walking to a store or whatever. All right, so Minnie starts talking about, her birthday's coming up, and her relationships with men and how things don't particularly go so well for her. And she kind of was talking about her relationship with her dad and her sort of like daddy issues or whatever. So, a lot of people have daddy issues because, your father ain't around or whatever. And yeah, I guess right now, whatever age it is, I don't know if it's like one of those milestone birthdays. Usually those are the birthdays where you feel like you should have accomplished certain things or had certain things, and then you get really sad because you are not the person that you imagine that you would be at that time. So I'm thinking it's probably one of those kind of birthdays for her. All right, but anyway, she is tripping and feeling really upset and emotional about her dad not being in her life, and she thinks that is causing her to not really have good relationships with men. Monie did finally sign up for a voiceover class, so that is good. That's what I'm talking about. Get the dream, live the dream, girl. All right, so I saw in like a later thing or whatever, her actually being in the class, but let us not jump ahead. But yeah, she she signed up, so we're pretty happy for her about that. Monie also went on to say, like, how much she really cares about Minnie, and Minnie's basically the only person that supports her dream. And even when, when she needed money or whatever, she offered her a job. And even though it didn't work out, she's still appreciative that this girl is always there for her. So I thought that was sweet because I could have left that out, but I didn't because it's sweet, like I said. Then it goes to the tiny twins. They are also in a store, but they're in like a furniture store, and they're looking at all this furniture, and the people was like, all right, this is $1,900, this is $2,000. I mean, the furniture is extremely expensive. Now, I would just probably suggest they go to a cheaper store. I mean, I get circulars and things all the time for furniture that is 12 times cheaper than that, a kitchen set for $300 or $400, a bedroom set for, $400, $600. I mean, yeah, you don't have to get a $2,000 dresser. So whatever. They were getting discouraged in the store, like, damn, we can't afford nothing. So they start talking about how they don't, their men don't work. They are in charge of paying for everything, and the one that has the baby, I gotta figure out which one is which. The one that has baby is like, I also have to take care of my son and his father. So all the responsibility is on them because these punk ass men is just laying up. And I still don't understand that if he is the baby's father, why the fuck did he have to leave where they was from? So he could go follow her so they could still have sex, for no apparent reason. Because you don't have a job. The least you could do is take care of the kids so my mother don't have to watch her. Then I wouldn't have to give you any money because you are the parent. Get it? Parents don't get paid to watch their own kids. So you could have stayed there, or she could have sent money, sort of child support-ish, to help him out or whatever. But he is literally doing zero. He is doing nothing as the father of this child. I don't get it. I don't understand why you're with him. You should break up with him. He's not a good boyfriend or a good father for your child. He sucks, okay? He sucks. Let's get rid of him. Okay, so the twins start talking about how they feel trapped in the house. You know, the guys is, you know, obviously the men are insecure because they know they ain't shit. And when a man knows that he can be outdone by damn near everybody, he always is thinking that you're going to cheat because he knows that you could obviously do better. So they're feeling, you know, weird in the house because the man is sweating them all up on them, all up under them, don't want them to have no time to themselves, and they feel trapped and smothered by these broke ass losers that they are living with. So they basically was like, I'm sick of this shit and I'm going to have a talk with him. Like, I don't care. And they're like, I'm gonna put my foot down. So that's what they're supposed to do. End of scene. Okay, so next scene, it is Minnie and the two cheeks, left and right cheeks. So Emily, Bree, and Minnie are in like a little restaurant, and Minnie apologizes to them for taking the tiny twins to that interview at Boogaloo. Is that the name of the place? Whatever. And, you know, Emily was like, I mean, did they ask or did you, you know, she was like, you know, they were asking about jobs, which is a normal fucking thing to do, especially when you're talking to your friend and you're new to a town and you need a job. And she took them to the place and, you know, and she was like, well, I don't know, because you did that, but then she didn't have no problem throwing you under the bus, which I don't know if that really threw her under the bus. I mean, what was she supposed to just say? Well, when they were attacking the twins, like, how did you even know about the club? Like, I could have Googled the club and went to it. I mean, whatever. So I don't know if she's saying that they should have lied, but they threw Minnie under the bus when they pointed and were like, yeah, she took us, but she did take them, so it's whatever. And then they were talking to Bree about her having a glow, which I did not see. Okay, I do like Bree. She's very, very nice and stable-minded a lot of the time, except for when it comes to this damn Wooded dude, all right? But, yeah, so she talked about Andre, that dude that she met at the club, and she was like, you know, he works out, and he's just really, really nice. Yeah, so I didn't hear anything negative, but it still seemed like she doesn't really want to pursue a relationship. And she was like, well, you know, the whole thing with me and Woodha or whatever. And then it cuts to that scene with him saying, you ain't gonna find nobody like me. She don't need nobody like you. She don't want to. Okay, she probably do want to find somebody like you. She just want to be with you, but screw you. Girl, ignore him. Anyway, so then Bree actually said that she saw somewhere something that she wanted to do, and it's called a reboot camp. And she talked to the girls and kind of invited them. It's supposed to be like, I guess, a boot camp for them to tackle some of their emotions and things that are going on with relationships and help them to better and more clearly see perhaps things that they're doing wrong or things that they feel that they may not, you know, it might be hidden in some sort of way, and they are, you know, having negative things happen in their life based on these things. So it's just to kind of reboot yourself. You know, you ever been to any of those little retreats and boot camps and stuff? You kind of just talk about a whole bunch of really horrible things that happen and how they, you know, changed your life or made you the person you are, and you cry a lot. I've been to a few because the girls' tears, oh, blah, 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 blah. Tears, I cries, all right, and they decided to go along with it, so they're gonna go on a retreat. All right, so then Andrea is at home with her boyfriend Chris, and she's telling him that she talked to her mother. You know, she saw a little video of the baby or whatever. Her mom has been talking to her about how hard she is struggling over there with the baby. She can't, you know, she can't go to work. She's missing work. She's missing out on money. And, you know, the twins have to send back money. Well, definitely Andrea, because that's her baby, Andre. She got to send her mother money to take care of the baby, especially since the mother is all put out, not being able to go to work and all of that stuff. And she was saying it's very stressful, so I need some help. So he was like, oh, I'm going to help you. I was going to help you. She was like, all right, but we've been in Atlanta for a while. Like, I don't really know why you haven't looked for a job. And then he got all offended, like, for real, like that? Yes, bitch, like that. They went out and looked for a job already. You are a man. Have you no pride? I mean, no pride whatsoever that you feel like what? It's too soon to look for a job? What is your grace period before stop acting like a punk? You know, yes, like that. I'm so glad she took. Oh, so she was like, well, I'm making all of the money and, you know, I want you to go get a job. And he was like, you don't even have a job. That's not a job. Twerking ain't no job. Blah, 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 blah. I cannot stand it. And you know what? I'm getting
into my feelings and I'm mad as hell because I used to go with somebody who was a jackass and a effing loser, all right? And I told him our plans. We were staying in this place. We didn't really even have to pay rent. We just needed money to just exist, kind of, and survive, or maybe save up to move to a place where we didn't have to pay, but it would be nicer or whatever, whatever. So my plan at that time was to get a part-time job, something real fast at the mall, just to give me enough money to travel back and forth to New York for me to go and follow my damn dreams. It seemed like the perfect time in my life. I'm like, I don't have no other things that I really need to do, so now I need to go and pursue this. So I have a little bit of money, you get a little bit of money, go get a job. We were together. He never, ever, ever, ever got a job. I wound up having to make my part-time job a full-time job, working, 50 hours a week. I mean, not even just full time, I mean overtime. He was juicing me for all of my money. I was paying for everything. And when I asked this MFer, when he would look at a newspaper or whatever to look for jobs, that bitch was looking for jobs for me. Like, oh, you could get this. Look, this looks good for you for a second job. Really? I'm getting two and you don't have one? And when I bring it up to him, he was like, so what, you working at the mall? That ain't no job. Anybody could do that. Yet you don't do it. Yet you don't have a job. Okay. Rant over.
all right. So, yeah, so he called himself telling her that she ain't got no real damn job and blah, 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 blah. He don't consider it. You know what? You are sitting here living off of the money that I make doing my pretend job. Whereas your job is absolutely pretend or in your head. You do nothing. You are a waste of skin. Like, So he called himself catching the attitude like, I ain't gonna be with you if you keep on doing it. Good. Leave. She would have more money because I know men eat so much damn food. Oh, just juicing you for everything. Your electricity don't even have to be on when you're not at home because there's nobody in the house just sitting there chilling. So he walked out the door, going down the steps. So she was like, you can take your ass back to Houston. And I think he should. So then Andrea is talking to Amanda about all the fighting going on with Chris and how she all stressed out. Consequently, that is the first time I ever saw the twins without that signature very dark eyeliner shadow stuff. Like, oh, I still think they're cute. I just do. I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, I never saw that before. But yeah, she's telling her that, she's really stressed out with the money situation and she missed her son, right? She really, really miss him. Like, you could just see the sadness in her face. And she like, I want to go home. Like, I want to give up. So Amanda was like, well, let's just call mom. So they called their mother and she, told her how she had been feeling. And she started crying. It was just sad, because I mean, she's different than the other sister in that she is a mother, and to just leave your kid somewhere, it has to be sad. And then to feel like maybe it's not working out, maybe you did it all for nothing. Yeah, that brings about some stress. So their mother told them that perhaps they should stay in Atlanta and, see how it goes. Like, give it a chance at least, because they haven't been there for very long. And, the baby's in capable hands. And they asked their parents, could they come and visit them? So mom was like, yeah, we're going to come visit you. I'm not sure. I'll talk to your father and I'll see when it can be, but we'll try to make it soon, whatever. And at the end of the phone call, Amanda, I think it's a little bit unfair. Now I know that they're twins, and I know twins got that weird ass connection where they like to be together and do all their stuff together. But I feel like Amanda may be putting undue stress on Andrea. trying to guilt her into it. Like, she's like, I can't perform by myself. Like, I can't do anything without you. Like, you're my other half and whatever. And maybe after you talk to mom, you won't want to leave and you can stay here with me. And, you see the other twin, Andrea, is like, she's conflicted. She obviously loves her sister, but she loves her kid too. Things are stressful. It's sad, but I think it might be a little selfish of the twin to be making her sister feel guilty for missing her kid. All right, so the girls are at this retreat. It's outdoors, all pretty and in the woodsy and all of this and all of that. Okay. The two people who are in charge is a man and a woman. I don't know if they're a couple or not, but they tell them they got to walk on this trail, and the trail got these pieces of paper with little tabs on the bottom, and you just rip off one of the tabs for everything that's like an issue that you have. And it's like the issues are like, I'm not good enough, people don't really love me, I don't think I'm pretty, or whatever. The one that actually said, my life, I have a happy life or a good life, none of them ripped one of those off. So, that's a little bit sad. But they asked them about what their issues are. So Bree was first saying, like, she lets people walk all over her. Minnie says that she uses men to fill a void left by not having a father. And Emily says that she basically needs strength too. She's let her boyfriend get away with too much that she shouldn't, and she need to be stronger about that. Okay. I had to write this stuff down, so I'm going to be looking down a lot for this one. All right. So when they came back with their little tab things, they made them put dots on their face. I don't even know what that was for. I thought that maybe each time that they said something, read one of the little things, because then that's what they did. Look in the mirror, and then he read off all the tabs that each person had picked, because they picked different ones based on their issues. I thought they were going to maybe wipe the spots off, but no, they just had spots on their face for no reason. Okay, so Emily's thing said, well, the two that he read anyway said that nobody else will want me, like, basically talking about if she can't be with this dude, then nobody else ain't gonna want to be with her, and not good enough. Emily's thing said she never got to say goodbye, and she was basically talking about her dad dying when she was young and how traumatic it was, and how sad she is that her son has to grow up not knowing her father because he was so great and all of this and all that. Yeah. And for Minnie, it said that it was hard to let go of the past. And essentially, this is where we find out that her dad, because she brought it up a lot of times in this episode, okay? This is probably like the fourth time. Essentially, I guess maybe she tried to reach out to her dad, or she didn't have to. She might have already known this information, but it looks like her dad doesn't want to know her. So it seems like he's like rejecting her, like fuck her, or how if something comes out wrong with a baby, some men will be like, well, it ain't my baby because that don't run in my family. Ain't no other little people, so it can't be my kid, or just reject it. Okay. All of them picked up the one that said that they aren't good enough, which is sad. Okay. And the man told him something that I thought was pretty profound, and I might use it, but I don't have no reason to use it because I don't know no little people. But he was like, little is your stature, not your worth. It is not your worth. I'm starting to kind of like everybody on the show. Am I being a wuss for that? Oh, except for Ms Juicy. I still don't like her. I still don't like her. All right, so like at the end of the retreat, they basically took all those little pieces of paper, all the little tabs that they were reading off of, and whatever, and they set them on fire. So that's supposed to be kind of like a release and letting it go, but it only really works if you believe it. So you have to actually work on the issue. isn't going to go away just because you set the paper on fire. Got it? Got it. All right. So now we're up to the tiny twins. Their parents actually did come. All right. And when they got them alone upstairs, the dad is like, so what's up with these relationships? And they were like, they are here all the time, stalking and stressing and talking about, the fighting all the time and how they have to support these guys and whatever. Why do I keep saying whatever? Okay. They were talking about, the excessive amount of stress and, the guys never leave the house. Dad is like, so what are you guys actually arguing about? And, it's jealousy and money. Like I already explained, motherfuckers that don't have things going on are always jealous because they know that you can do better. All right. Dad said, I know what I want to do. It was like, I want to get a one-way ticket and send their ass back. Kick them out. They're just a burden. I agree with Dad. I agree. But I guess they probably love their boyfriends, kind of. But that love gets tired when people are using you, you know what I mean? So, they actually all went out to dinner, and the parents asked, like, is you looking for a job? That's because that's what I need to know. And Chris is like, well, I feel like I need to, like, look for a job so we're not all cooped up together all the time and all that. Yes, bitch, you should feel that way. Because she has talked to you about that, and now you are meeting her father, who is obviously an adult, a grown-ass man who knows that you were supposed to be the one in charge. I mean, something. I mean, even if she make more money than you're not contributing at all. And now you feel like a punk in front of her father. Now you want to act like you really are interested in not using somebody for their money, right? And then they asked the bigger boyfriend, the big fat guy, he was like, you been looking for a job? No, not really. I mean, if something comes up, then I'll take it. How the fuck something gonna come up? Somebody just gonna come tap you on the shoulder like, hey, I own a construction company. Would you like to do? Get the fuck out of it. Take your fat ass outside and look for a job, okay? All right, so then mom goes in on the twins. She was like, okay, girl, so, how long are you going to be doing this club entertainment type thing? The twerking. Do you guys just twerk or do you do other stuff? That is what I'm talking about because that's what I've been asking, right? They were like, well, we're not strippers. And that's the same thing she said when when Chris was talking smack to her. She was like, you act like I'm a stripper or a prostitute. Like, I'm twerking. I'm literally just shaking my butt. I'm wearing clothes. Nobody can see my breath. Like, nobody can see anything. And I don't think they actually answered the question on how long they're going to do it. But they just were like, we're not strippers. And what we're doing makes money and whatever. So they were like, that was uncomfortable when our mom asked us that, but we want to make a better life for us and for the boy, the baby, and all that stuff. I don't know how this is going to lead to a better life. I mean, unless they get really, really popular, I guess like this Juicy chick. And then you could be the queen of Atlanta, or they could be whatever's after a queen, like a princess or a duchess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this is all heading to. Okay. Let me see. All right. So, Dad is still asking questions when they get home, and the men, the Chris and the fat boy, are not home. So he's like, "But really, what are y'all gonna do about these boys? Like, they don't have jobs, and they apparently are not even looking because that's what they said when they was out to dinner. Like, they chilling." And mother's like, do you feel used? And she was like, whatever. I just want them to get a job. So still no resolution on that. Now it's getting to the time where the parents are getting ready to leave. Oh no, we're not there yet. Okay. They were saying that their parents are very, very overprotective of them, and they always have been because, they're twins. It's two of them, first of all, and they are little people. And so they asked their parents, like, how did you feel when you found out that we were little people? And parents basically said that when they were born, they were told that the babies had Down syndrome. So, that isn't, all that good of a thing, especially to have two babies with Down syndrome, But then when they did all the testing and stuff, they found out they didn't have Down syndrome. They were just little people. And they were like, we were relieved. Like, so happy to go from Down syndrome to just little people. Like, okay, I'll take that. So, yeah, a pleasant surprise for them. And their dad also told them, like, he was embarrassed by their twerking as well. So their parents are not feeling the twerking. But apparently that's their job. I mean, when they went to that interview, they said that they were promoters. So, I mean, why don't they say that when people say that? Say I promote. I don't just twerk. I mean, I twerk if I feel like twerking, but my job isn't to twerk. I'm not a twerker. I'm a promoter, okay? Say that, tiny twins. That is your comeback when people are like, all you be doing is twerking. That is not all I do. Say that, okay? All right. And, yeah, so basically the parents left and the girls were all sad because they didn't want to see their parents go. The real tearjerker was when they put the baby in the car. They was telling the baby, little Andre, to say bye, and he was like, no. And then he had like a fit in the car when they strapped him in, and, you know, saw his mother and I guess his father were, you know, not coming. It was sad. Next, Minnie takes Moreland out so that she could break the news to him that she got fired. She lost her job, which seems weird to me. It seems like when you get fired, you go home, because he lives there now. You tell him that day. Like, I get fired, I come in the house, I'm mad, I'm cussing, fuck that job, blah, 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 blah. Like, I couldn't wait days and then orchestrate a meal to talk about it. But yeah, I guess she kept it under wraps. Anyway, Moreland wasn't trying to hear that BS. He was like, that was so stupid of you. Now you don't even have no, you know, extra money for yourself. So I gotta take care of all the bills and I gotta give you money? Yeah. He wasn't happy about it. And she was like, I'm trying to enjoy my meal and you just sometimes Money be just acting so clueless. Like, she was like, well, look, I know you mad, but how you think I feel? Like, yeah. And I still think it was unfair, though, the reasoning behind her getting fired or whatever. So it's whatever. But he got so damn mad, he just got up and walked out, and she had to kind of chase him, leave all the food behind. It's like, you need to get your life together. Mad as hell. So then Minnie and Monie are in the car and they're headed to Money's voiceover class. And when they got there, you know, Money was nervous and hoping that there wasn't any memorization and all that stuff. Of course, not gonna be no memorization on the first day of class. But yeah, they had them doing warm-ups. She was like, this don't seem like no warm-up. This is a tongue twister. A tongue twister is a warm-up. Yeah. So shh, don't say that no more, okay? Thank you. But it seemed like she was having some issues articulating and things of that nature. And they told her that her voice was whiny or whatever. But near the end, she got, like, you know, a little ovation. So she did better with practice. So hopefully she got this whole thing in the bag now. Now we need to look for some voiceover jobs, okay? Well, she still need to go to class, because one class is not going to just make you a voiceover queen, you know. So, okay. Then Ms. Juicy invited the Cheeks out to obviously be shady. So, and Emily picked up on that. I'm starting to like her, because she always pick up on shade. Always. She was like, whatever. She must have heard about Minnie's birthday party and she just want to start some shit. But we will see. Alright, so she like, so what have you girls been up to? And Emily told her about the picnic and the twins making her pee on the stick and all of this and all of that. And she's like, at a picnic? Oh, she sounds so country and grandmothery. I do not like Ms. Juicy. Did I say that already in this video? I did. I'll say it again. I don't like her. Alright, so they were like, so what else is going on? And they were like, well, you know, Minnie's birthday party. And she was like, oh, I do not know why she is still lying. I'm so sick of hearing about her. Bitch, nobody ain't talking to you about her. You came in this motherfucker asking. That's really the only thing you want to talk about. You don't give a damn about none of the damn people. You don't even know nobody's name. Okay? You're not fooling anybody. All right. What really bothers me is that her insistence on this relationship being fake has completely consumed her. Why does it matter? Is Pastor Troy, your cousin, is he filing a defamation lawsuit? Are you the lawyer? Do you have something invested in this? So what I'm really thinking, the reason why it would be that important to an outsider if somebody was in a relationship or not, where you just like, she like, oh, I'm gonna find out. I'm sick of it. Yeah, I'm gonna break her. I'm gonna girl. Why? What is wrong with your life that this is that important to you? So it has come to my attention, my understanding, the only fucking thing that could be going on is Pastor Troy has got to be fucking juicy. Now see, that would make it normal because she is jealous. She would be jealous of Minnie. So maybe Pastor Troy got her on the down low and he won't let nobody know that he fucking around with her. Be like, nah, let's just keep it a secret. So now that Minnie is just saying it just outright, she like, I know that he wouldn't put this bitch ahead of me, so it must be fake. And or maybe he told her, oh, I don't want to be in no relationship. So because he told her that, she don't believe Minnie could be in no relationship with him or whatever. But it has to boil down to jealousy and her either wanting to fuck Pastor Troy or she is fucking him. And this is all just ghetto fucking jealousy. There is no other explanation why this would be so important to this fucking girl. Anyway, she was like, well, I don't really have no plans for the weekend. This Ms Juicy. And she was like, but I might just go, club hopping. And Emily knew exactly what that shit meant. She was like, I hope she ain't saying what I think she's saying, but I think I know what she's saying. Okay, so Miss Minnie has her party. She's there. The tiny twins is like, well, Minnie asked us to be nice, so they're getting along with the Cheeks. The Cheeks boyfriend, the tiny twins' boyfriends is there. Everybody is there. They're all dancing together and having a really, really nice time, right? It looks so fun. And then you see that redhead meatball walk in with her ugly ass little smile and I hate her. So she comes up and she was like, I heard it was your birthday, so I wanted to come and pay my respects. Bitch, it's not a funeral. You don't pay people respect. You don't respect her, first of all, so you're not paying anything, okay? And then she gonna sit down and invite herself. Like, really? Say happy birthday and keep it pushing. Do not sit at my party and you don't like me. Really? So she sits there and Minnie is just acting like a fucking punk. She like, well, I just don't want no drama. It's already drama. You can't stop the drama. She came to bring drama. So that is drama. She's sitting there talking all kind of shit to her. Like, yeah, well, it didn't go nice the last time that we saw each other. So I figured that I would come and apologize to you and because I know I would be the bigger person because you wasn't going to do it. What kind of fucking apology is that? And Monie was like, the same time I was like, so yeah, we were like that at the same time. Because, bitch, you tried it. Monie was like, she was like, so you should call me so that we could, go out and we can hang. And let bygones be bygones. Some dumbass face she made. I don't like the lady. So, Minnie was like, yeah, we have been friends for a long time. And Monie was like, she ain't my friend. She's like, what? Excuse me? She was like, you ain't my friend. She was like, I don't need to be your friend. You ain't. I'm not paying you no attention. And, it just got into a whole damn thing. She was like, call her sweetheart. She was like, don't address me as sweetheart. My name is She was like, my name is whatever. Your name is whatever I tell you, whatever I call you. No, it's not. My name is Money, and you will address me by that. Don't nobody even know money. What is money? I spend money. Oh. So Money got up and was being quite hood, and it just escalated from there. Oh, the arguing and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I'm the queen of Atlanta. And she was like, fuck the queen of Atlanta. I rewinded that part over and over and over again because I loved it. I loved it. I was so here for it. Fuck you, Juicy. All right, so Minnie is walking around the table, and she was like, you don't want none of this. And she, you don't want none of it? Whatever. She picked up a drink and threw it on her, and then proceeded to, wait, let me see. Ain't nobody even invite you. She threw the drink. No, you didn't. So they jump up. They didn't actually fight because Ms. Juicy is scared of Minnie because she didn't do nothing. And Minnie was like, who look like a wet dog now? Or a wet something, girl. And she was just wet, sitting there looking stupid. And then gonna sit back down. I would have cried and ran out. Like, I don't know. I would have got very white woman and ran out, okay? But then she was like, Minnie was just ghetto, clapping her hands. She was like, it ain't nothing. DJ, swing that beat. Swing that beat, DJ. I was like, oh my gosh, she is ridiculously ghetto. So then she was like, why are you still here? She's like, I could be here. I don't have to be invited, blah, blah. And she was like, Minnie, I'm mad at you because this girl done put you on blast and you're going to sit here and be kind. You don't always have to be the bigger person, the nicer person. And Minnie got mad. So Minnie was like, I don't believe she's doing this to me. What, sticking up for you? So Minnie just kind of wanted, I don't know, everybody to do nothing and let this girl just disrespect her and whatever. So she was mad at Minnie. And Minnie was like, why you mad at me? I'm sticking up for you. Like, what the fuck? Don't come at the one that care about you, the one that got your back. And then she just got mad, and Minnie just left. She was mad as hell, and Minnie is mad at Minnie. And then you just see Ms. Juicy sitting there smiling because she done fucked up their friendship. So now you got this bitch you don't like at your birthday party, and your friend is leaving, and y'all probably ain't even friends no more. So that was a very sad and upsetting turn of events. I hope they work it out. I know Minnie is impulsive, but damn, Minnie, you don't see why she felt that way? Maybe I'm just ghetto. Anyway, that is the end of this recap. Let me know how you feel, if you enjoyed it, if you liked it, if you feel me, if you know what I was talking about, if you agree, if you disagree, if you like me, if you don't like me, you think I'm stupid, you think I'm smart, all of that down in the comments. And until the next time, I love y'all and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos.